Welcome back to the Walt Price Student Fitness Center here on the grounds of Everett Community College. It is NWAC women's semifinal basketball action, and we've got one more game left to be played tonight. The Umpqua Riverhawks punching their ticket to the championship game tomorrow night. They did that already earlier with a 103-70 victory over Bellevue. Who is going to join them in the championship dance? Will it be Cinderella, which is the Big Bend Vikings, coming into tonight's game with a 22-9 record? Team that nobody expected to be here, and yet here we are talking about them. Or will it be the Walla Warriors, 30 wins, 1 loss on the season, riding a 28-game winning streak into tonight's matchup? Warriors trying to create that dream matchup with Umpqua, the matchup everybody's expecting. Big Bend might have other ideas. And oh, by the way, if you like 3 balls, you're going to love this game. These two teams lead the NWAC in most three-pointers made throughout the entire season. Big Bend is number 1. Walla is number 2. A lot of balls going up in the air, a lot of great action coming up. Momentarily, we're going to take a quick break right now, and when we come back, we will get the starting lineups introduced, and we'll get to playing NWAC semifinal basketball. You are watching the semifinals on STSPN.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye? That when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid?
See ya!
Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
We know you're more than a number, more than living paycheck to paycheck. You're a multitasking life engineer full of experience. That's why you belong here, where you'll find more one-on-one attention from faculty, with programs that can lead to in-demand jobs, and the support you need to get where you want to go, all at an affordable price. Get started now. Edmonds Community College, edcc.edu.
And welcome back once again to the Walt Price Student Fitness Center here at Everett Community College. Steve Willits along with Ron Henthorn and a cast of characters back at the truck putting this production all together. STSPN.com is here to bring you NWAC semifinal basketball, and what a game we have tonight. Call it what you want. Cinderella's at the ball, David Goliath, whatever it is going to be exciting. The Walla Warriors coming into the night with a 30-1 record. They've been here before. 2010 champs, 2011 runner-up, 2017 runner-up. They lost the championship game last year, and Bobby Hazeltine in her 19th year, hoping to get the Warriors back into the championship game. And here's the starting lineup she's going to bring to the table tonight. For the Warriors, number 10, Sierra Jo McEwen, a 5'9" sophomore from Touchy, Washington. The pride of Touchy. 22.7 points per game, second in all the NWAC, and she is the number 1 three-point shooter in the NWAC in terms of percentage-wise. Who's number 2? Her teammate, who starts right along with her. Number 15, Teresa Acock. She's a 5'5" sophomore from DeSales. She is a Walla resident. She averages 13.4 points per game. And if you're going to shut down one of them out in the arc, you're going to have to shut down the other one as well. Number 20, Jade Skidmore, is a 5'7" sophomore. She does a little bit of everything. She's from West Jefferson High School in Territon, Idaho. 15.3 points per game, 9.4 rebounds, which is 13th in the league in rebounding. She's also 5th in NWAC in assists with 4.9 per game. Jade Skidmore is number 20. Number 24 is Taylor Turner. She is a 5'9" freshman from Columbia Burbank High School in Burbank, Washington. Averages close to 6 points per game. And then you've got number 35, Adriana Perales, the 5'8" sophomore from Minico High School in Hayburn, Idaho. 7.4 points per game, and she's also one of the top field goal shooters in the league, 55.2%, which gives her the 8th best percentage in all of the NWAC. And then you've got the Big Bend Vikings, coached by Preston Wilkes in his 11th year. From Moses Lake, Washington, the Vikings bring to the starting lineup number 1, Sunny Martinez. She's a 5'8" sophomore from Layton High School. She hails from Kaysville, Utah. She averages 13.3 points per game, also 14th in the NWAC in assists with 4.3. Big game last week against Everett to get to this game, actually in the quarterfinals. 15 points and 7 rebounds against the Trojans to punch the ticket to the Final Four. Your next starter, Haley Garrity. She's a 5'11" sophomore from Westview High School in Beaverton, Oregon. 10.5 points per game, 9.9 rebounds, which is good enough for 8th in NWAC. She had a double-double against Everett last week as well, 12 points and 14 rebounds in that game. Number 5 is Emily Allen. She's a 5'7" sophomore from Spanish Fork, Utah. She got 15 points in that Everett game last week, 7.4 points per game on the season for Emily. Number 10 is Leah Doherty, 5'10" freshman from Madison High School in Rexburg, Idaho. 20 points. She was the leading scorer in the game against Everett. She averages close to 11 points per game, and I actually misspoke. Number 22 is Callie Groening, a 5'7" sophomore from Soda Springs, Idaho. She was the leading scorer last week. 25 points in that game. She had 5 threes to go along with 6 rebounds and 5 assists. She averages 11 points per game. We are now underway. Walla with the basketball, wearing the yellow uniforms. Sierra Jo McEwen, who is signed already to go play at UC Davis next year. And Ron, this is an exciting game. We're going to see who wins so far this year. Walla has beaten Big Bend twice, and neither game was very close. Big Bend's got to make some changes.
They do. Thanks for taking a breath there, my friend.
There's a lot going on there. And hey, guess what? A three!
A three.
Sierra Jo McEwen, we mentioned she is your number 1 three-point shooter in all of NWAC in terms of percentage-wise. More than 42% on the year. She's 1 for 1 tonight. Big Bend on the other end tries to match, and they miss the shot. That's number 4, Haley Garrity. Here come the Warriors one more time, out on the wing. Number 20, Skidmore, kicks it out.
This should be a really exciting game with all the 3 points going off here tonight.
And why not a 2 in there as well? Sierra Jo McEwen drives the lane. She can do that also. 5-0 lead for Walla. We're just a little more than a minute into the game. Big Bend getting into the lane, using the glass very nicely is number 10, Leah Doherty. And we found out earlier during our halftime interview of the last game, she's the I guess she wasn't the DJ. It was the other girl who's the DJ. But Emily Allen and Leah Doherty coming up to interview with us during halftime. And there's a foul as Teresa Acock draws contact. And I believe she's going to
get
go to the line for 3 free throws. Oh, they're going to say it was non-shooting, so they're going to take the ball out of bounds.
After the shot, way after the shot. Interesting. If she'd have made that, would she have gotten 1 shot?
Yeah, after the shot, I'm not sure if they would have just whistled it and given them the ball back, perhaps. Skidmore misses the shot, gets her own rebound. Perales kicks it back out.
Good ball movement going on here by Walla. Good position movement, players moving around.
Now Walla, the number 2 ranked team in the last NWAC poll, behind Umpqua, who has already punched their ticket to the final game, and looking to have that 1 versus 2 matchup if the Warriors can get this win. Pass goes a little astray there. Number 21 cutting into the lane, that's Courtney Hutchinson, 5'4" sophomore from Burley, Idaho.
Look at that. They're firing hard, those threes.
Doherty back into the lane one more time, misses the shot. Offensive board from Callie Groening. She puts it in.
I like that. Grab the rebound in the air and shoot it before you come back down.
Groening 5 for 9 from the three-point line in that game last week. A little bit easier shot this time around. She goes in for the easy bucket off the offensive board. 5-4 game. Walla by 1. McEwen hits it! Big players make big plays in big games. Sierra Jo McEwen catching fire early. All 8 of the Warrior points here in the first 2.5 minutes of the game.
And just like you talked earlier, the 3-point is the 3-point, and we're seeing them fired off here. That's about, what, the 6th to 7th 3-point shot already.
Groning missing that shot on the other end. Skidmore gets it blocked. Couldn't tell if that was Doherty or Garrity. One of the two got their hands on that one.
Just a fast game. They're not slowing anything down here.
No, not at all. You mentioned both of these teams leading the league, number 1 and 2 in 3-pointers made. And we're going to get a foul called inside the 3-point line this time as number 22, Groning, gets contact, and she'll head to the line for 2 fouls. Foul's going to be called on number 21, Courtney Hutchison.
Wow, get quiet for her free throws.
First one up and in. These two teams played each other twice this year. 2 games that I think Big Bend would like to forget about. 91-62, that was back on January 13th. And then the 96-46 game, 50-point game in favor of Walla Walla. But hey, you know what? When they started the night run, the score was 0-0, so we'll see what they can do here. Skidmore down low, up and underneath. Gets her first bucket of the evening.
Big Bend has a different outlook on their life now after coming back in here and winning 4 and 2 in this tournament. Upsetting the 2 number 1 seeds in this game.
Kicking the ball up ahead and just off the fingertips as number 21 Hutchison had a lane towards the hoop if she could have brought it in. Unfortunately for her and her Warrior teammates, ball gets turned back over to Big Bend.
Vikings earned their spot here by knocking off Grays Harbor number 1 and Everett a number 1 seed. So they got a lot of confidence going into this game. Left alone, a little nice jumper there.
Doherty hits that shot. She now has 4 points. Yeah, 28 wins in a row will give you a lot of confidence too. A Walla Walla team that has just been dominant this year. Averaging 80 points per game, only giving up 58. So that's 21 points per game more than their opponents. Nice job, McEwen getting into the lane, puts it up, off the backboard, count the bucket, and she'll head back to the free throw line. 10 points for Sierra Joe McEwen here, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter yet. Should Daisy Powell be worried at this point, Ron? Are we a little early?
Maybe.
Boy, if you did not watch that last game, Umpqua defeating Bellevue. Daisy Powell setting the tournament record, a record that she tied last week with a 46-point performance. She had 47 tonight. And so far, McEwen with 11 here. I already mentioned she's already signed to go play at UC Davis next year.
She's on pace to break it. She can.
She's on pace to shatter it for 5 minutes, but again, I don't think it might be a little early to start looking at that yet. 14-footer, bounces around and doesn't go. How did you not make that?
Had everything but in on it.
Emily Allen. No St. Patrick's Day luck for her thus far on that shot. Nice block on the other end, though, by Garrity.
And then there's going to be a foul called there.
Allen hustling over and drawing contact.
It wasn't fast enough to win that one. They did call it on her, didn't they?
Well, they're going to actually call that foul. Looks like on number 21, Hutchison, her second.
They called it on Hutchinson.
Yep.
Interesting. I would have thought they would have gone against Allen.
So Leah Doherty about to inbound. Leah told us during the halftime interview of the Umpqua Bellevue game that if in fact they win, I guess she's the best dancer on the team from what Emily Allen told us. And Leah promised us she'd dance on the floor if they win tonight. So we'll see if we get some Doherty dance moves.
If she dances tonight, she'll get a chance to dance tomorrow too.
She will happily and gladly dance tonight if that would mean a victory for them. 13-8. They need a little work right now though. They're down by 5. Still very early. 4:55 to go in the first quarter. 7 left on the shot clock. Into the lane, floats one up.
Oh,
just one up. Groning could not get that one to go. Here come the Warriors one more time into the lane. Nice pass by Skidmore, finds Mackenzie Gunter.
Oh, guess what? I'm alone. Nobody's guarding me.
She was alone momentarily, found Perales. Over to McEwen. Hey, why not? Sierra Joe with a hot hand so far. This time she misses one, however. She apparently is human. Go figure. 4:26 to go here, first quarter. Big Bend working the ball around. Doherty, nice pass down low. just couldn't finish. Garrity had the look she wanted.
There must be something over that basket down there. Big Ben's lost 3 of those little easy layups.
And yet they're only down by 5. Make that 7 now as McEwen gets into the lane one more time. She has 13 of the 15 Warrior points here in the first quarter. 7-point lead for WWCC. Big Ben, Garrity spinning around, and she travels.
You're not going to like that. You're going to get a timeout here.
And we'll take a break as well. Walla 15, Big Bend 8. You're watching NWAC semifinal basketball on STSBN.
I'm an STCU member. The windstorm of 2015, who doesn't remember that? They had no power, were the heaters, the horse drop was a 600-pound block of ice. STCU stepped up. I went straight down. I got the loan I needed. If it hadn't been for STCU and the ability to provide everything I needed, where would I have been? I'm Danny Horton, and STCU is here for good.
Everett Community College trivia time. Why do some of the region's best athletes choose Everett Community College each and every year? The answer, look around you. They get to use this gym. Register now for spring classes at everettcc.edu, and we get the privilege of being in this gym tonight. And for the last couple weeks, as the Walt Price Student Fitness Center has been the host of this NWAC tournament for the 3rd consecutive year, and why would you not put it in this gym? One of the better atmospheres to watch basketball in the entire state of Washington, and we thank Everett CC for all of their support in making this happen. Back to action right now. Walla 7-point lead here, first quarter. Looking for more right now, wearing those home yellow jerseys, if you will. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. McEwen spinning around, getting double teamed, fires up the 3. Ball bounces off. Perales out there for the offensive board. Misses the shot. Doherty and Perales battling for it. They're going to say Perales touched it last. Big Bend basketball.
They had the ball in Sierra's hands, and she's their scorer tonight. She's got all but 2 of their points up there. Didn't make that one, though.
Sierra Jo McEwen, 22.7 points per game. Over halfway there already, and we are just a little less than 7 minutes into this game right now. Leah Doherty into the lane. Pivots, kicks it back out. Emily Allen down to 7 on the shot clock. Doherty thought about it. Gets it over to Groning. Groning into the lane, 2 seconds to go. Spins around and fires it up. Hits the rim. Bounces off into the hands of Gunter. Mackenzie Gunter pushing it down the floor. Nobody guarding her. She'll take it herself. Misses the shot. Skidmore offensive board up and in. Jade Skidmore, who averages almost 10 rebounds a game, getting one there and picking up a couple points in the process, is Walla now out to their largest lead of the night. And McEwen's going to pick up her first foul. That will send number 1, Sunny Martinez, to the line.
I like the pace of this game. It's just run.
First free throw up and in. Looking at some of the early stats here too, Ron. Walla 7 for 14 from the field, 50%. Big Ben 3 of 12. And a few of those shots, as you mentioned, just almost as though the luck of the Irish on St. Patrick's Day not with them. And she hits the second free throw as well.
Yeah, Walla, their team average is running 46 over the season, so they're well above that right now. And if they keep that up, they got a good shot at pulling this out.
34 teams in the NWAC, and Big Bend defensive field goal 30th out of 34, so they don't play defense as well as they'd like to. And there's a travel as shuffling her feet was number 23 for Walla, Mackenzie Gunter. Big Bend tends to give up a high percentage of field goal shots and percentage-wise, and that's not a good number when you're going against Walla, a team that is number 2 in the NWAC in field goal percentage. And so far tonight, we're seeing the discrepancy in that because it's showing on the scoreboard 17-10 thus far. Into the lane goes Garrity, misses the shot.
Just not, like you said, the luck's not there. That's another layup missed by the Vikings.
The iron's still unkind. Nice job on the other end as Jade Skidmore finds Kinsey Gunter cutting towards the hoop. Gunter getting her first points of the evening. 9-point lead for the Warriors. Doherty wasting no time. Hits the three on the other end. Leah Doherty, 7 points here in the first quarter. The 5'10" freshman from Rexburg, Idaho, feeling it on that play. Cuts the lead down to 6. McEwen down low.
Oh, she goes hard.
Taylor Turner's going to go to the line for 2.
Doherty's going to get her second foul, I think. Yep.
Indeed she is. Not a good sign for Big Bend. Doherty with a big night here so far. 7 of their 13 points. First free throw up and missed. Hits the second shot. Taylor Turner from Columbia Burbank.
Where is that?
It's in Washington.
Is it?
That's my way of saying I don't know. I know where the Burbank, California is, right? NBC Studios.
Yeah.
Here comes Skidmore on the other end. Aycock steps inside the three-point line, fires it up, misses. She's been rather quiet thus far. Aycock was on fire in that first half last week against Everett in the victory that put them here. 3 ball up in the air, missed.
A little bit too much juice on that one, over the top. Look at
Back
that.
on the other end, nice pass. Bounce pass there. That was Taylor getting the points, Gunter getting the assist. 22-13. Getting into the lane, Martinez, one of the assist leaders in the league. She gets it over to Garrity. Nicely done. Garrity finishes strong at the hoop. Her first bucket of the night, 22-15 score. I misspoke there. Walla defeating Lane last week to get here. The Lane team that was ranked 3rd in the NWAC, and they put them away by 23 points. Playing for what almost equates to the last shot. There's only a 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. McEwen into the lane, underhand, scoops it up and in.
McEwen is a nice little ball player there.
15 points in the first quarter for McEwen. The Warriors up 24-15 as we've come to the end of the first period of play. We'll take a break. You are watching NWAC semifinal basketball on STSPN.
Training is definitely making myself better, but I know that it's going to end up making my teammates better.
You have to know your teammate and know what they need.
The cohesion on the field and off the field is what makes everyone strong.
Being on a team, you know it's not just you out there.
I would do anything for the player next to me, behind me, in front of me.
Practicing day in and day out, trying to be the best me so they can be the best them. It's like a sisterhood that you have with those girls.
It's just really empowering. They're all doing crazy things. And you want to be like them and you want to push yourself like them.
Motivates me to work harder, to get faster, quicker.
Pushing each other so hard, all for the same goal. And then when you accomplish it, that's the best feeling in the world.
They'll probably change it up. Jet City Roller Derby brings the sport of roller derby to Snohomish County. Tickets for Jet City's 11th season are now available with double-header bouts at Edmonds Community College. Featuring a family-friendly environment and a beer garden, find a skater handing out flyers to receive a discount off entry to the next bout. And the Warriors, once again with the basketball, Walla 9-point lead through the first quarter of play. 3 ball up in the air. Skidmore missed the shot. Rebound comes down to Big Bend.
Vikings doing a good job of boxing out under the basket down there, so that's kind of why they're getting those rebounds.
Rebound totals in the first quarter. We'll read those to you in just a second. Martinez!
Oh, man, they finally did get the lucky roll that time.
A team that was shooting 29.4% in the first half, first quarter rather, Big Bend. That time they got one to go. Aycock gets her shot blocked by Martinez. Quickly thrown it ahead. Playing a little cat and mouse with Aycock, gets around her, misses the shot. It's going to be touched by Big Bend as Doherty came in there trying to save it to no avail. Walla basketball. Looking at the games from earlier this year when these two teams played, Walla had the first quarter lead 20-12 the first time around, 27-12 in the second matchup, and tonight 24-15. So not a lot of surprises in that first quarter, other than Big Bend certainly had their opportunities to score. They just weren't getting the ball to fall. McEwen, 3, bounces out. Finally coming away with it is number 5, Emily Allen.
She sort of inadvertently passes it back to Martinez.
Rebound total right now, Walla with the 14-9 advantage. Actually make that 14-10 after that last rebound. Walla shooting 47% from the field. That shot is missed. Skidmore comes away with it. Big Ben shooting 31%. Kicked up ahead. Ball is blocked. Martinez, her second block here in the second quarter.
Got a big cheer from her teammates on the bench for that block.
As she should. Boy, Courtney Hutchinson thought she had a nice look, and here comes number 1 flying out of nowhere, swatting that ball away. 5'8" sophomore from Layton High School in Kaysville, Utah. Just right down the street from Moses Lake, right?
It should be.
She traveled a little ways to play for the Vikings.
About 150 miles down the street. Another block shot. Another block shot.
I think Kaysville, Utah is a little further away than 150 from Moses Lake. Nice scoop up and in.
Yeah, probably 250.
Sierra Joe McEwen. Had to go a couple states over for that one. McEwen now with 17 points on the night. Shot is missed. Here comes the rebound now as Skidmore looks to push ahead.
Vikings missed their last 3-point attempt shots.
9-footer right there. Skidmore gets on the board one more time. 28-17. Walla biggest lead of the night. McEwen with the steal. One-on-one, puts it up. What are they going to call? The block. Count the basket. Haley Garrity went to set the feet. She did it while she was still moving, and McEwen, I think, already made that move towards the hoop. McEwen now with 19 points. Garrity picks up her second foul. And checking into the game for Big Ben, number 13, Maggie Strom. Strom coming over. She's a local, Moses Lake, Washington, playing for her hometown team. Free throw is missed. Three ball up in the air, Martinez. Feeling really lucky she missed that shot. Offensive board, Doherty gets it right back. Strom to Doherty. Doherty open look 3. Off to the right, misses it.
It's like 6 in a row they've missed now.
Walla once again looking to push, wasting very little time. Now setting the offense up at the top. Skidmore, right side, up underneath the defender and in. Jade Skidmore, 8 points rather on the evening thus far. 32-17, Walla extending that lead, largest of the night right now. And finally getting one to go there is Haley Garrity. 4th point of the quarter for Big Ben, 32-19 score. Couple of Warriors waiting along the scores table, getting ready to check in momentarily. Gunter, left side, baseline, stops, throws it into the lane. Skidmore, she's feeling it now. 3rd field goal in the quarter for her. 10 points tonight. Allen loses control of the ball, tries to bat it back in bounds, but cannot do so. And Walla once again will get the ball back as Aycock checks back into the game, as does number 31, Kaylee Diedrich Denton. Diedrich Denton from East Valley High School in Moxie, Washington, a 5'11" freshman.
And Kaylee Groening back in for the Vikings from Soda Springs, Idaho. Soda Springs, this would be a good place to go get a drink, wouldn't it?
Sounds like it anyway. Nice job there, number 21 getting into the lane. Hutchison getting her first points. Yeah, if you've got soda in your name, expect to be able to get something delicious there.
Take a little scotch with you on the way. Right?
Well, I'm not going to go that far. 3 ball up in the air.
No.
Back iron misses. That was number 22 Groening right there, missing the shot. Skidmore right into the lane, up and in. 8 points for Skidmore in the quarter. Walla doubling up Big Ben at 38-19. And we'll take a quick break. You're watching NWAC semifinal action on STSPN.
There is no obstacle an engineer can't tackle, build around, or blow up. Skilled and versatile, these soldiers pave the way, building fortifications, detecting and destroying mines, or restoring electricity after a natural disaster. Nothing stands in the way of a Guard engineer.
Celebrating 50 years of possibilities realized, Pierce College is here to guide you to student success. With more than 60 programs of study at Pierce College, there's a fit for you, your life, and your schedule, including short-term certificate programs, transfer degrees, and even baccalaureate degrees. Pierce provides flexible degree options to help you on your path. Your pathway is clear at Pierce College. Pathway is getting more and more clear as we speak for Walla Walla. 19-point lead right now over Big Bend.
Yep,
Warriors are getting so close to joining Umpqua in the championship dance tomorrow.
Big Ben is relying a lot on that three-point attempt, and we checked the stats there. They're 1 for 9, and that is really hurting them in the scoring column this time.
1 for 9, and they're also 7 for 25 from the field overall, which is only 28%. Not a good way to hang with one of the top teams in all of NWAC, and it's showing right now on that scoreboard. Ball is passed around there. Strom kicking it back out to Groning. 16-foot floater. Rolls around and finally drops in. Callie getting her first points of the second quarter. 6 points for the evening.
See if the Warriors can come back here. Got Skidmore carrying the second quarter and McEwen carrying the first quarter for the Warriors.
And Aycock, number 15, has yet to even get on the board tonight.
Yeah, which is a surprise, isn't it?
She came out on fire. I mean, she's not playing bad. They just haven't needed her at this point. And that speaks volumes to who Walla Walla is in their depth. 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Skidmore from 15 feet out. She is feeling it. She even gets the bounce, as you mentioned. Bounced off the back of the iron, up into the air, and right through the cylinder. 10 points for Jade Skidmore here in the second quarter. 14 points on the night. Trying to catch up to McEwen right now, who has 19. And
turnover.
Going to get a violation there against Big Bend as Leah Doherty. Not much of a rest for her. She is right back into the game.
That was actually called a double dribble. They don't talk much about that, but
don't see them as often as you used to, do you?
No.
Maybe the evolution of basketball players, perhaps. Who knows? I feel like we saw a lot more of those back in the day. There she is, Teresa Aycock. We mentioned it earlier. She is number 2 in all of the NWAC in three-point shooting percentage, 42.1%. Sierra Jo McEwen, her teammate, is 42.2%, so they're having a little battle right now. As Garrity does a nice job of getting into the lane. Offensive rebound, goes strong back up, draws contact, and she'll head to the line for 2.
Warriors getting pretty loose here now with the lead they've got. And you're going to see Teresa firing those threes off pretty easily now. She's going to be fairly relaxed out there.
Well, you and I talked about it earlier. Big Bend, 265 three-pointers made on the season, which is number 1 in all of the NWAC. 20 shots behind them is Walla Walla with 245. That's good enough for number 2. So we thought we'd see a lot of three-pointers up in the air tonight, and so far just not hitting a lot of those shots as the two teams right now. You mentioned Big Bend, 1 for 9. Walla Walla's 3 for 7. So that last free throw is up and good. Garrity going 1 for 2 there. But you're absolutely right. If Big Bend is going to get back into this game, they're going to have to do it on the outside of the perimeter. They're going to need some threes. And, hey, if they keep doing that, it won't matter. Sierra Jo McEwen, just a little underhand scoop move. 21 points here in the first half for her. 23-point lead. I think Walla Walla's excited about having another chance at the championship. They lost that championship game to Spokane last year. They might be getting ready to play in that game again if they keep this up. That game 5 o'clock tomorrow night. Groning misses the shot. Doherty gets the offensive board. A lot of contact, and we're going to get a foul.
They'll go against the Warriors, I think. Morales gets the foul.
It's her second foul, and she's going to take a seat on the bench. Also want to mention here in a moment get you a couple men's scores here from earlier tonight. That championship game, the men will play at 2:15 tomorrow. The women will play at 5 o'clock. As McEwen does a nice job of knocking that ball off of Doherty as she's getting ready to go out of bounds. So earlier action tonight, Peninsula men defeating Lynn Benton 89-75. So Peninsula will take on North Idaho out of Coeur d'Alene. They defeated Portland 79-73. Should be a fun game tomorrow. Aycock looking to her left, trying to get it over to her teammate. Ball gets loose. That was number 31, Kaylee Diedrich Denton.
Too hot for McKenna to handle.
Not able to get it. 45-22 score, 3:15 to go here in the first half of action.
I think Cinderella's going to have to go in the locker room and find out where her shoes are.
Yeah, the slipper might be coming off tonight, I have a feeling, but nonetheless. And who knows, right? You never want to say never. We saw last night in the men's game at the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
First time ever a 16 team beat a 1. And hey, Leah Doherty keeping her team in there right now. Gets another basket. She has 9 points tonight. If the University of Maryland at Baltimore County can do it, why can't Big Bend? We'll find out.
Yep, still a lot of basketball left to be played, and that three-point could make it.
McEwen!
Except if it's by
on
the Warriors.
Fire tonight. Sierra Joe, unbelievable. 3 for 5 from three-point range.
She was pretty quiet for a while. There's one.
There we go, another 3 up in the air, and that one is good for number 1, Sunny Martinez.
McEwen is quiet for a while, and Skidmore was catching up to her point total, so I think she said I better shoot.
Yeah, McEwen has done more than just catch up a little bit, as she now has 9 points here in the second quarter alone to go along with those 15 she had in the first. 2-minute warning right now. We're now down under 2 minutes to go in the half. Skidmore does a nice job of finding Diedrich Denton, puts up a shot, misses it. Doherty comes away with a rebound. Certainly feels like Doherty is doing her best to keep her team in the game. It's her 4th rebound now. Garrity, underhand move after getting by the defender. Nice job by Hutchinson to keep her in front of the play. Aycock fakes the 3, drives, kicks it, tried to pass the ball over to McEwen. Unfortunately for her, she caught the bottom portion of the backboard. Ball ends up ricocheting over into the hands of Big Bend. Sunny Martinez kicks it over into the corner. Open look 3. Doherty hits it off the back iron. Aycock comes away with it. Here comes Jade Skidmore and the Warriors. Initially went into the lane, finds the hot hand. McEwen once again! Sierra Joe!
Keep working on that record, my friend.
27 first half points for her. 24-point lead. Martinez lets the ball get away, and it's going to turn, or will it?
I thought she touched it last.
Bobby Hazeltine saying, no, that should be our basketball.
Yeah.
Referees in this game, Stephanie Rowland, Aaron Haugen, and Lee Mullen tonight. Haugen, rather. It's Aaron Haugen and Lee Mullen. Groning up underneath, puts it up, catches the rim, bounces back. She gets the offensive board. Martinez fires up a 3. Also off the front iron. Doherty's shot gets blocked by McEwen. Skidmore comes away with it, and we get a whistle.
I think Doherty's going to get called for a foul there. So they're not getting those easy baskets underneath. They're getting the shots at the layup, but they're just not rolling. They're not going. They're getting kind of pressured, and they're not going in. So unfortunate. No luck for the Vikings tonight.
38 seconds left here in the half. 51-27 score. 10-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Skidmore running the point right now. Doherty doing a nice job of containing her, not going to give her anything easy or open. 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. Skidmore says, I'll take the 3. Bounces off the iron up into the air. Coming away with it is Groning. Down to 10 seconds to go here in the half.
She's going all the way, maybe. Yep.
She is indeed. A nice scoop shot. Gets that one to fall. Groning now with 8 points here in the opening half. Shot is up. It is short. It doesn't matter. The Walla Warriors flexing their muscle and showing their dominance here tonight. 51-29 lead as we head to the halftime break. We're going to take a little break ourselves right now and come back. We'll get you some stats as well as ready to go for the second half. The Walla Warriors 51, the Big Bend Vikings 29. You're watching NWAC semifinal basketball on STSPN.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight.
You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
What you say, Quaid? See ya! Right at it. Oh! He's done it again!
So whatever you're gonna do, claim it. Leave your mark on this world.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn and Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
Historic, unique, exciting. As challenges continue to test the mettle of Americans, your community has to depend on willing citizens just like you to answer the call and respond to local disasters and other times of crisis. You may be surprised to find out who we are and what we do. In fact, it could actually be your story too. The Air National Guard.
From the arrival of the first colonies in the New World until today, communities across America have depended on their own local patriotic citizens to be available for extraordinary challenges as a part-time militia guard. For over 300 years, they have been in every war and rushed to the scene of every natural disaster. At the turn of the 20th century, when airplanes were used for various military needs, the state National Guard units flew for domestic use as well as preparing for wartime needs.
December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
It soon became clear that the professional use of aircraft was very important to the United States. After World War II, Congress created the United States Air Force and transformed the aviation units at local guard units into the Air National Guard. Now, in more than 130 communities across the United States, the Air National Guard covers a wide variety of jobs, nearly 200 part-time and full-time career opportunities. Each location can host any number of unique missions, and each one of these missions includes many exciting jobs waiting for you to master.
As our name suggests, Air means you could be involved with aviation efforts, including space and cyberspace, volunteering for both state and federal needs. An excellent example is the Combat Air Patrol mission. The units assigned to this vital mission have fighters that are on alert, ready to scramble at a moment's notice, protecting local communities from aircraft entering unauthorized airspace. But not just pilots are involved. Munition specialists, aircraft mechanics, and airfield operations specialists are needed to keep these missions flying.
Nowadays, everything is very high quality electronics and very digitized. So what I do is I maintain and make sure these F-16s have the correct components, have the highest upgraded digital systems installed.
In recent years, through remote technologies, serving overseas may actually take place at your local Air Guard unit. You could be protecting ground troops overseas or carrying out other missions through remote piloted aircraft and space satellite operations. As a part of the elite battlefield airmen units, you could be selected and trained to operate alongside all other special operations forces. With your rigorous training and exceptional talents, you could be expected to go beyond the front lines, identifying enemy targets, protecting troop movements against ambushes, and rescuing military and civilian personnel trapped behind enemy lines. The Air Guard also has several units where medics are trained and involved in aeromedical evacuation, a specialized flying triage mission, stabilizing and protecting military members and civilians injured during any number of conflicts or natural disasters. And since all of these operations occur in the air, a variety of weather specialists, from traditional weather forecasting all the way to battlefield weather specialists, are needed to ensure operations are conducted safely and successfully.
We are the Air National Guard, and national means that you will be serving our local communities and states by responding to the needs of your state's governor as well as national interests. We have the unique honor of being on the front lines of protecting and responding to the American homeland and its needs. You will be challenged and tested using the skills you learned in the Air National Guard to respond to emergencies from local flooding relief to attacks here in the United States. As a battlefield airman at home, direct rescue operations to fellow Americans in distress is a duty that you are proud to carry out, as they rely on your quick thinking and extensive training to return them to their loved ones safely. Or you could be on the front line, using your extensive medical training to triage your neighbors and help transport them across the country to hospitals in our Homeland Response Force.
I fly on a HA-60 Pavewalk helicopter as an engineer. I can end the answer there and it would be pretty cool. Flying is awesome. On top of it, our mission is rescue, which is, in my humble opinion, there is no better mission than putting your life on the line for somebody else.
Our Red Horse and engineering units can use your dedication to do everything from clearing the way for emergency routes, rescuing people in buildings, and rebuilding runways to keep the rescue efforts moving. You could also be a vital link to essential services as you assist in the logistics, coordination, and direct distribution of food, shelter, and basic necessities to emergency workers and victims as a part of our services teams.
And Guard means you will be a member of an elite and historic family, dedicated to not only living and working in your local community, but also defending and protecting it. For only 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year, you will be trained on the latest techniques and technologies to ensure you're ready to respond when needed. Imagine being part of one of our rescue units, rushing to the scene in treacherous conditions, ready to save lives both in the United States and abroad. Or using your...
My name is John Archuleta, and I'm a loan service bankruptcy officer with STCU. I help members that are struggling with their financial obligations. A lot of times people feel as if they're not good enough. Their finances are telling them that they should have known better. Our goal really is the financial health and well-being of the member. We are our members. Our members are us. We don't have investors here. We're not protecting the investor's bottom line. No matter what's going on, we're dealing with people's lives. I'm John Archuleta, and STCU is here for...
The first day of school is kind of scary. You don't know your teachers yet or who your friends will be. But school is really important. It's how you learn things and grow.
Okay, I'm ready.
You're gonna do great, Mommy.
For you. For them. Clark College. Get started today at clark.edu.
Know you're more. More than a number. More than living paycheck to paycheck. You're a multitasking life engineer, full of experience. That's why you belong here, where you'll find more one-on-one attention from faculty, with programs that can lead to in-demand jobs, and the support you need to get where you want to go, all at an affordable price. Get started now. Edmonds Community College, edcc.edu.
Appleton, Education Outreach Officer at STCU. I have been labeled as frugal. I'm more motivated by saving money than I am about spending money. I essentially have had the same vehicle for nearly half of my life. It's absolutely practice what you preach. One of my passions is mountain biking, and one of the ways that I can afford to have a quality mountain bike is by cutting expenses in other areas of my life. STCU has given me an opportunity to share things that I've learned with the community. I'm Keith Appleton, and STCU is here for you.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Welcome back once again from the Walt Price Student Fitness Center here on the campus of Everett Community College. The Walla Warriors are 20 minutes away from joining the Umpqua Riverhawks in the NWAC championship game tomorrow. They have a 51-29 lead on Big Bend. Steve Willits along with Ron Henthorn. Ron, 24 points for Walla in the first quarter. They do even better in the second with 27. Takeaways from the first half.
Well, you know, it's a two-half ball game, and this is a three-point ball game all the way around. So I think Big Bend's going to come out and try to just make the three-point win for them, and that's about the only way they're going to be able to make up that difference.
You need a lot of three-pointers. You're down by 22. They definitely need to start shooting better. They were 2 of 12 from the three-point perimeter in the first half. This is a team that, again, we've mentioned it a few different times in the first half of this game. This is a Big Bend team that led the NWAC in 3 points made this year. But quite frankly, even if they made 2 or 3 more of those shots that they missed, they're still down by double figures. This is a Walla team that they're good. And they're not going to take their foot off the gas pedal yet.
They're not. And even if the Vikings come out and start getting hot on the three-pointers, it's a long way to go because the Warriors are going to hit a few of them of their own, you know. So if they trade 3 for 2, it's still going to be a long game, you know.
Yeah, it's Sierra Jo McEwen, what a special first half she had. 27 points off of 11 for 14 from the field, 4 for 6 from three-point land. McEwen leading all scorers. Jade Skidmore also 14 points. You add those 2 of them up, and that's 41 of your 51 points right there.
Yeah, and the McEwen-Skidmore game is what it's been. It's their show tonight.
So far, so good. Leah Doherty leading the Big Bend Vikings in scoring, and she has the ball right now. Let's see what she can do. Their first possession of the half. Already down to 14 to go on the shot clock. Groening puts up a shot, misses it.
Doesn't look like they're in a hurry to shoot that three-point. It took plenty of time off to make the ball move inside.
Skidmore does a nice job of finding Perales as she gets underneath the hoop. Perales spins around, 8-footer, misses it. Doherty rebound. Still looking for our first points for either team. Steal. Skidmore up underneath, gets it blocked by Doherty. They're going to say she got contact. And that's the 4th foul for Leah Doherty, and that is not what you want if you're Big Bend trying to get back into this game, and one of your leading players, your leading scorer tonight now, down to her last foul of the game.
And do you take her out?
I don't think it matters at this point. I think you might as well keep her in. What do you have to lose? You're down by 23 after the first free throw.
Well, I think Preston Wilkes thinks different.
And quite frankly, it may not matter when it's all said and done as Skidmore hits the first free throw, but certainly somebody else now is going to have to step up in a big way and try to make up for some of the lost
firepower
that they're going to lose. She averages close to 11 points per game. We mentioned she had 20 in the quarterfinal game last week. Both free throws by Skidmore are good. Somebody's going to have to make up for that productivity that they're losing now with her on the bench. We'll see if anybody can do it. Perhaps it's the point guard here. Sunny Martinez with the basketball. As number 32 checks into the game. That's Sydney Bishop. Nice runner there. Emily Allen, speaking of somebody that needs to step up, she hadn't scored yet tonight. She has now as Allen gets that ball to go. Bishop from American Fork High School in Pleasant Grove, Utah. 6'1" freshman, number 32 getting her first action of the night. McEwen, nice little dribble, steps into the lane, kicks it out Perales. Slows things down a bit. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Ball gets batted away. Sunny Martinez has the 2-on-1. She has numbers. Behind the back pass.
Oh.
Layup is missed. The only thing that was missing was the finish, but Sunny Martinez showing off the moves there. She found Emily Allen cutting to the basket. Allen smiling. She knows that she wanted to make that one. She does, however, draw contact.
That was worth a replay.
And she'll step for the line for 2. Indeed, it was. Foul was called on number 20, Skidmore, her first. Allen misses the first free throw attempt. Trying to fill out the rest of this bracket. Shot is up and good. 53-32. Give Allen 3 points on the evening, all coming here in this half. Perales got the look, couldn't get the finish. Allen comes away with it, kicks it ahead. Ben trying to get this down under 20 points, and will do so if they get that one to fall, and in fact they do, as Groening hits yet another field goal. 53-34. Trying to stick around are the Vikings. Perales spins, puts it up, misses it. Suddenly, the Warriors finding the iron unkind. Only 2 points here in the quarter.
It's the basket on the right that's unkind, apparently.
It must be, as Martinez misses the basket on the left this time. If she hits a three-pointer or fires it up and misses it, coming down on the other end, that is number 21, Hutchison. Swings it over to Skidmore, tries to pick up a screen from Taylor, goes into the lane, 12-footer, good. Skidmore now with yet another bucket, 18 points on the night. She has all 4 of the Warrior points here in the third quarter. Shot is missed. Warriors looking to push it a little bit. Skidmore into the lane. Kicks it back out to McEwen. Warriors being very patient, and why not? They've got the lead right now by 21. Taylor floater up along the right side, misses it.
Hey, you're right, that basket down there is not very kind to him. They've been making those little easy 10-foot jump shots.
Walla, the intensity, you can tell the intensity level as Garrity makes a basket there. Seems to have stayed behind back in the first half here. I'm not sure if it's the big lead or what, but they just, I'm going to say they look lethargic, but they certainly don't have a sense of urgency. Again, they do have the lead, I get that, but you also don't want to get too conservative too early either. But
I think what you're seeing actually is they're slowing the game down a little bit. They're not running fast. They're not bringing the ball down the court fast. They're just kind of trying to work the ball around, look for the good shot, and they're going to pay for it on this time.
We're down to 1 on the shot clock, and the shot clock is going to go off. It has expired, and that will turn the ball back over to Big Bend. Again, you can afford to do this a little bit with a 19-point lead.
You can.
But certainly, if you're Walla, you'd like to think you can put this game away before the third quarter ends, and then you can kind of start to empty the bench and give some of your starters a rest, because you're right back here in less than 20 hours to play the championship game.
Are they actually sweating out there? They had to mop up the floor out there.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Hey, you're leaving it all on the floor tonight. This is the semifinals.
Yeah, they got to leave it somewhere.
If you're not sweating, you shouldn't be playing. If you're taking it that easy.
They're not sweating, they're glowing, right?
Martinez kicks the ball back out. Bishop gets it on over to Allen. Garrity not picking up that pivot foot. Nice job. Gets it back down low. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Garrity with a bucket.
Well, Vikings look like they're going to just try to keep working the ball inside and get the shots they can get and earn what they can get. They're not really firing from outside. We're going to get a timeout there for the Warriors.
Bobby Hazeltine of Walla doesn't like what she sees. She's going to call a timeout. Warriors still ahead, but that lead now down to 17. We'll take a quick break. You're watching NWAC semifinal basketball on STSPN. Everett Community College trivia time once again. Why do 19,000 students choose Everett Community College each and every year? The answer, we have cutting-edge technology, and we'll teach you how to use it. Register now for spring classes at everettcc.edu. Cutting-edge technology, you have student living, and you have this basketball facility to go along with so many other great amenities and a quality education. Everett Community College, and they have done a fantastic job once again of hosting the NWAC tournament for the third consecutive year, and I know that they are in the process of, I think, putting in a bid to perhaps get it for the next 3 years as it is open right now. And Ron Henthorne, they're even taking care of us, a little halftime meal for us, one of the better meals I've had in a while. Everett Community College just doing a nice job of hosting all around, and we thank the Trojan community for this. And now we are back to action as the Warriors of Walla holding on to that 17-point lead.
Always nice to be taken care of when you're doing this kind of work, because you feel like a professional now.
We're big time now.
We're big time.
Once you get that pasta meal at halftime, you know you've arrived, right?
Yeah.
We'll tell ourselves that anyway. Sierra Jo McEwen, she is big time. She goes into the lane, scoops it up underneath. 29 points for McEwen. First basket for her in the second half. 57-38 lead, and when your team is off to a slow start, why not get it in the hands of number 10 and let her do something with it, and that's exactly what she did. Groning into the lane, 10-footer, count it. Groning now with 12 points on the evening, 57-40 score, as Big Bend refusing to go away right now. They are going to put up a fight, and why not? Their season is on the line here. Down by 17. Let's see if they can play a little defense here as McEwen comes back out, puts up the three. Off the back iron a little bit too hard. Bishop coming away with the rebound. Big Ben not wasting any time. Martinez pushes ahead. Bounce pass to Garrity. Lays it up and in.
A little run going on here for the Vikings.
Here we go. 23-point halftime lead, and all of a sudden we've got a 15-point game. Doing a nice job of
Well, like you said, they can afford to lose a few, but they can't afford to lose a lot.
Big Bend playing like they've got nothing to lose, and they've got everything to lose. Walla, this might be a little wake-up for them right now. With Skidmore out on the right wing, puts it up, gets it to fall. Jade Skidmore, who had a great second half, continues it here in the third quarter, 59-42. She now has 6 points alone in the third quarter.
Calling that ball tipped off of Allen. Going to go back to the Warriors here. And we got another timeout here.
So we'll take in another break. 4:09 to go, third quarter. Walla leads by 17. You're watching NWAC.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
And welcome back once again from the Walt Price Student Fitness Center on the campus of Everett Community College. Steve Willits, Ron Henthorn, along with a large crew of STSPN folks, Todd Elvick, son Josh, Bill, Jim, Annika, and everybody else in the truck. Appreciate all the help that they're giving us tonight. And we are watching a Walla team that is not having their greatest third quarter, but you know what? When you have a 51-point first half, you can get away with a few things, and that's what they're doing right now as they continue to lead 59-42. Winner of this game taking on Umpqua tomorrow in the NWAC championship game. Teresa Aycock swings it over. Perales looking for Skidmore. Skidmore started to cut into the lane. Perales, by that point, had already committed to the pass. Ball goes out of bounds. Big Bend basketball.
You know, the game's getting a little bit more exciting than I thought it was going to be at the start of the second half because the Vikings are outscoring the Warriors right now.
13-8 in this quarter, and Aycock gets the steal. Starts to push it up the floor, decides to slow it down a bit. Skidmore finds an opening, puts up the shot from 10 feet out. Kind of got in that position where she wasn't sure if she wanted to use backboard or not. Ended up getting the back rim instead. Nice spin move by McEwen. The steal, she's going to take it all the way, count the bucket, and she's going to the line.
With a left hand, no doubt. Yeah, nice move.
Seeing a little bit of everything from her. We talked about the threes earlier. We've certainly seen her penetrate into the lane. This time she gets a steal, a spin move, coast to coast, lays it up, and goes to the free throw line. 31 points so far for McEwen. Make that 32 as she hits that bucket. And once again, the lead back up to 20 for the Warriors. We talked about it before. We saw an NWAC record in the last game as Daisy Powell scored 47 points. McEwen looking like she wants to give her a run for that right now with 32. Three ball up in the air. Garrity misses the shot. Or that was Allen, rather.
A little bit of a head block there. A wrestling move.
Everybody's smiling, so apparently everybody okay, which is what we like to see. Foul is going to be called on number 32. That's Sydney Bishop picking up her second foul. Third team foul against Big Bend here in the third quarter. Back out to Aycock. She's been rather quiet. Floater on the run. Gets it to go. Teresa Aycock, 5 points tonight. And that lead back up to 22, which is where it was at the half. Not anymore. Sonny Martinez says, I'll see your two and give you a layup of my own there. 64-44.
Yeah, nice little underhand layup there by
9 points for the 5'8" sophomore out of Kaysville, Utah. Shot is blocked. Nice job by Haley Garrity getting a hand on it, coming away with the basketball.
20-point lead here. Still a lot of time.
A lot of time left. 2:10 to go here in the third quarter. Sonny Martinez setting up her offense. Garrity. Right box, kicks it back out. Groening drains the three.
And that's what'll get them back in the ball game.
7 points for Groningen here in the third quarter. 15 for the night, 64-47 score. Turner up on top, gets over to Aycock, sets a screen. Nice little move there, misses the shot though. Did the pick and roll to a T, just couldn't get the basket at the end of it.
That's the bad basket down on that right side over there. Not good for layups.
Hasn't been thus far. Here goes another three up in the air. Allen couldn't find the mark on this one. Ball bouncing around on the ground is Bishop, and it looks as though that might have been Turner. We're tied up with one another. Reverse layup for Skidmore. A little too much iron, couldn't get it to go. A lot of scrambling for that basketball. Groningen finally coming up with it. Another McEwen steal, just picked her clean. Decides to wait for her teammates to get down the floor with her. 1:03 showing on the clock here in the third quarter. And Skidmore says, let's just slow things down a bit and keep an eye as to what's materializing out on the floor. Why rush it? Get the play you want. McEwen, nice pass underneath. Turner misses another layup, the second one in about a minute.
It's that basket, I tell you, it's that basket down there. It doesn't like layups.
Certainly didn't like those last two attempts. Skidmore spins, kicks it out to Perales. 17 to go on the shot clock. McEwen getting hooked by Groningen. We're going to get a whistle. That'll be the fourth team foul against the Vikings here in the quarter with 31 seconds to go. Groningen picking up her first foul. Also resets the shot clock, so now we have a 1 second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Walla, a very quiet quarter for them, only 13 points. Let's see if they want to play for the last shot here. Skidmore looks over at Hazeltine. Very content, letting that clock tick down as much as possible.
13-18 for this quarter so far. Vikings are winning this quarter.
Vikings are winning the quarter. The Warriors are winning the battle. Or the war, I should say. 64-47, 2 seconds to go. Skidmore 15-footer, leaves it short. Perales doesn't count, it does! Adriana Perales getting the board, goes right back up with it, lays it in, her first points of the night, and what a time for that. 15 points in the quarter for Walla, 16 for the game. They have the 17-point lead. We head into the fourth quarter with the Warriors leading 66-47, possibly 10 minutes away from heading to the championship. And we head to the fourth quarter of play. Walla 64, Big Bend 47. Steve Willits, Ron Henthorn.
Well, Big Bend is kind of doing better dance on that quarter, and they got to do a little bit better dance in this fourth quarter if they want to get back in this ball game.
Well, if that was a quote-unquote bad quarter for Walla and they only got outscored by 3, Big Bend's still probably in a lot of trouble here, down by 19, but certainly it gives them a little bit of hope and keeps them alive and thinking that they have a chance still. 10 more minutes left. Walla certainly has their sights on tomorrow, and they plan on playing at 5 o'clock. Big Bend has got to do something quickly if they're going to challenge those plans.
Big Bend doesn't know they've lost the game yet, you know. They think they can still win this.
We will see. The last time these two teams played, Walla outscored Big Bend in the fourth quarter 19-7. See if they can get another defensive surge here and lay the hammer down and end this game. McEwen, 3-ball!
Not if he keeps doing that.
Sierra Joe McEwen, 35 points on the night. Talk about a way to start the fourth quarter. The lead is back up to 22, which is exactly where it was at halftime. And if Big Bend thought they had a chance of winning this game a moment ago, they may not now. Skidmore comes away with the basketball, kicks it ahead to McEwen. McEwen, reverse layup.
I thought you was going to make that.
Almost had it. Garrity coming down with the rebound. 9:22 to go in the fourth quarter. Martinez. McEwen doing a nice job of running side by side with her. This time might have leaned into her just a little too much and gets called for the foul. McEwen showing the nice hands there. She's picked Martinez already a couple times tonight and almost came away with yet another one.
Look. Oh.
Ball's knocked away. That was Taylor that got her hands on it. Up to McEwen. Here we go. 9:11 to go. Fourth quarter. Perales gets it to Skidmore. Skidmore drives the lane, gets fouled, and she'll head to the line for 2 free throws. Two shots coming up for Skidmore. They're going to call that one on number 32, Sydney Bishop, her third. Skidmore, first free throw attempt that she's missed tonight. She's now 2 for 3 on the evening.
Thought she missed one in the first half. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Let's see what we got her down for here.
She'll make this one.
I know, so she was 2 for 2 in the first half, so courtesy of the NWAC scoring, which we love. Yeah. Missed both of those free throws. 69-47 is the score. Sonny Martinez. Groening, Skidmore does a nice job, gets a hand on it, knocks it away. Up ahead to McEwen, 2-on-2, pulls up 14 feet out. Good. 37 points for McEwen, 71-47. Largest lead of the night for the Warriors. Leah Doherty swings it out to Garrity. Garrity into the lane. Underhand scoop shot, misses.
Yeah, she definitely got fouled.
Taylor Turner is going to get called for the foul, her first. Starting to look more and more like Umpqua versus Walla tomorrow, and what a battle that's going to be.
Yeah, I don't want to miss that game for sure.
31-1 versus 31-1. Neither team has played the other yet this year. That's the matchup everybody was hoping they were going to get, and it appears as though they're going to now as first free throw attempt is missed. So many quality players on both teams. Second shot also missed. Doherty gets a rebound, goes back up with it. And we're going to get a whistle away from the ball. Let's see who they call this one on. I believe it might be on Skidmore.
I think you're probably right.
Indeed it is. Let's see it. It's foul number 2. And you start to look at those matchups across the board. And again, I think it all starts, as far as the Umpqua side of things, with Daisy Powell, who has 93 points in her last 2 games. Yeah. Underneath, Doherty spins to the right, lays it up, gets the ball to go into the hoop. Her first points of the second half after scoring 9 in the first. You think of Stotler, who had a big game earlier, and Strickland and some of the others. Timms, a lot of talent on that Umpqua team, is another basket. This time we're going to give some points to Taylor Turner. Her second field goal of the game gives her 5 points.
Not going well for the Vikings. Turnover.
McEwen, long pass down the floor to Skidmore. Beautiful pass, threading the needle right where it needed to be. Skidmore waits for McEwen before she goes to the bench just to give her 5 to say, hey, nicely done. Largest lead of the night is now at 26. We're going to take a break. You are watching NWAC basketball on STSPN. The Walla Warriors 26 points ahead of Big Bend, and they are 7 minutes and 53 seconds away from punching their ticket into tomorrow's championship game. Waiting for them will be the Umpqua Riverhawks, and Ron Henthorn, for a while there, give Big Bend a lot of credit. Early third quarter and into the mid part of the quarter, putting up a valiant fight and cutting that deficit down from 23-15, and then all of a sudden Walla, as they often do, flex their muscles a little bit, and here they are running away with it.
Yeah, I think Walla just kind of had a little bit of a letdown there, kind of slowing things down, not really pushing it. Took time out there, and Bobby said, hey, we can't play ball that way. Let's just play our game, and he came right back and poured it on.
Nice job by Garrity to get to the hoop. Does not finish, however, as Taylor Turner putting a little pressure on her, contesting that shot. Skidmore, who had caught a beautiful pass from McEwen last possession, returns the favor. This time she finds Hutchison driving to the hoop, and these ladies can pass and shoot just as well, and certainly Skidmore having herself one heck of a ball game tonight. 29-point lead. Groning cuts into that a little bit with her first points in the fourth quarter. 77-51.
Gronin's doing her share of scoring, but the rest of the team's not holding her up that well.
Groning with 9 points here in the second half, 17 for the game. We mentioned she led the team with 25 points in that victory last week over Everett.
It's going to be a charge against
the WWs are picking up. They foul, the third foul for McEwen. 37 points tonight for her, 22 from Skidmore. Not a bad 1-2 punch for the Warriors this evening so far. Allen finding the ball down low, can't get the shot to go down for. Taylor comes away with a rebound, right ahead to Skidmore. Skidmore is going to take it all the way, count the bucket, and she'll head back to the line. Jade Skidmore trying to put on the mean mug there after she made it, and then one of her teammates came up to her and she couldn't help but smile. It's a big grin on her face, knowing darn well that that 28-point lead could become 29 with this free throw, and knowing also that the Warriors are getting ever so much closer to suiting up again one more time tomorrow night.
Yep, got 6 minutes left to go. It's pretty impossible for the Vikings to bring back this to a win. Not totally impossible, but pretty impossible, especially if they do things like that.
Skidmore with a nice save. It's going to Taylor, back to Skidmore. Jade still playing hard basketball. She pushes it right down the court. Aycock, nice bounce pass to Turner. Turner, couple fakes towards the hoop, finally puts it up, misses the shot. And Big Bend, that's how it's going right now for them. Uncontested error as Garrity went to pass the ball to Martinez and threw it to a spot where she wasn't.
The Vikings coach, Preston Wilkes, over there, just kind of got his arms crossed, doesn't quite know what to do. Just let him keep playing, I guess.
You know what? I mean, I feel like it's a broken record because we had this exact same conversation after the last game tonight when Bellevue was losing to Umpqua, but this is a Big Bend team that they weren't supposed to be here. We weren't expecting to see them in the Final Four, and I think Preston Wilkes at some point midnight strikes on the clock, and sometimes Cinderella turns back. She turns back over into a pumpkin, and there goes the shot, or at least the carriage does, right? Yeah. Shot is missed.
Now the
rebound by Skidmore.
The three-point hasn't been dropping for the Vikings, and that's been probably the key to the game for them. If they had been getting their threes, hitting their threes, this would be a whole different ballgame.
It would be a closer ballgame. They're 3 of 16, so you're right. But even if you add 4 of those threes into the equation, you're still down by about 15 points. So Walla just a fantastic, phenomenal team. This is what they do to everybody. This is a
good defensive team, good passing team, good ball movement.
Aycock, another floater, gets that one to go.
Nice to get a lot of shots in there. There are 8, 10-foot jump shots, floater shots, running jump shots.
30.
Nice skilled players all the way around.
Martinez finally decides, you know what, we're not having much luck down low. How about a 25-footer? Misses it. Hey, maybe that strategy works. Garrity gets the offensive board and scores. 82-53. We're now down under 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. What a day tomorrow, huh?
Tomorrow's going to be really good. You're going to be down on the floor, right?
Going to be down on the floor. Looking forward to that. Peninsula versus North Idaho for the men's championship. Again, that's going to start right around 2:30. Followed by the women's championship. Umpqua versus what looks to be Walla right now. Shot way over the rim there, Hutchison.
No question about it. It's going to be Walla. 4:20, and they're not going to come back from that even with a nice little layup like that.
Nice job by Garrity to get another basket. 13 now for the game. Always like to see more people watching on STSPN or watching through the NWAC network, but Hey, if you are in the Snohomish County area tomorrow, get out here and watch these games. Two teams are going to crown themselves NWAC champions. This is some of the better JUCO community college basketball in the country. A lot of great talent up in the Pacific Northwest these days, covering multiple states. Why would you not want to be here if you get an opportunity? Reasonable prices, great atmosphere. Fantastic place to watch a game as Acock comes away with that basket, or that ball.
I'll tell you another thing about this basketball game. These kids are not D1, but they're playing just like D1. And I've seen a lot of girls at D1 that can't do what these kids are doing here tonight.
But that's just it. Some of them are on their way to D1, so certainly you've got D1 talent up. There's one of them right there, McEwen. AC Davis can't wait to get their hands on her next year. She'll be suiting up for them. And until then, she's got 39 points for the Warriors. Hoping to get a championship tomorrow. And Doherty getting the basket. And you know what? There's something to be said for a team that is the runner-up in a championship game one year and gets back the next year. You don't think that the Warriors are hungry for that? They haven't forgotten about that loss to Spokane. We're going to get back to you in a moment here. We're going to take a break, 3:20 to go, and we'll get you the conclusion of this game. It seems to be all Warriors right now, 84-57 lead. You're watching NWAC basketball on STSPN.
Life is about moments. If you fight, I fight. If I fight, we fight. You be there and watch what I do when the bell rings.
Do you have that real look in your eye that when you look at yourself in the mirror, you can ask yourself this question: did I give everything I got? Did I lay it all on the line? Or am I cheating myself?
Welcome back once again to the Walt Price Student Fitness Center at Everett Community College. The Walla Warriors watching that clock tick away as they look to expand that lead. McEwen misses a shot. We're going to get a kickball, 84-57. Looking at McEwen's stats so far tonight, 16 for 22 from the field, 5 for 8 from the three-point, 2 for 3 free throws, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Hasn't needed to do much of that. She has 39 points, so great game for her as Garrity gets into the lane. Spin move, misses the shot. Skidmore comes away with another rebound. That gives her 10 on the night. Basket on the other end. And number 23, Mackenzie Gunter, picking up her 4th point of the evening.
We're 14 points away from another 100-point game here.
There we
Think
go.
we'll get there?
Groning. I don't think we're going to get there with 2:35 left, but nonetheless, a masterful performance from the team from Walla. McEwen, she wants to go over the 40 mark.
She's trying to go for 3.
Thought about it there real briefly. I'm going to slow things up now a bit. 2:18 left on the clock. There's the 3.
What did I tell you?
Hey, and there it goes. 6 for 9 on the night from Treyland. Sierra Jo McEwen, 42 points. All of a sudden, Ron, she's 5 points away from that tournament record.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to leave her in there long enough to get it, but you know what? If my math serves me correctly, she likes to hit threes. She's 2 threes away from
She almost went in on that one.
breaking a tournament record that's lasted all of about 2 hours so far. There's another 3.
No way.
She gets it! She gets it! She's got 45. You think they're thinking about it now? They got 3 subs waiting to come in.
They're looking up at the scoreboard. They might leave her in.
92-59 with 140 left. She is a 3-pointer away from breaking Daisy Powell's record that was set at about 7:45 earlier tonight.
Yeah. Assistant coach over there is talking to Bobby Hazeltine about leaving her in. I don't know if they're going to do it or not. We'll see after this free throw attempt here.
Players shaking their heads. Let's see what they're going to do here. See, there's still some drama left. Martinez hits the first free throw. 3 players coming in. What are they going to do? They're keeping her out there. I can almost guarantee you up until that last 3-pointer, she was marked as one of those 3 players to come out. They're keeping her in now.
Yeah, I think they are. Minute 40, she's going to get another couple shots, I think. She says, "You're leaving me in?"
Yeah, she's looking at the bench right now. I don't know if she realizes the magnitude of this or where she's at. She does have 4 fouls, so she does have to kind of watch that a little bit.
Yeah, she's like, 4 fouls and you're leaving me in the ball game here? What's going on? There's a big hug over there for Susie Martinez, for the Vikings, for her coach and her players.
So here we go, 45 points and possibly counting. The double screen, they want her to go to the basket. She looks to pass. A lot of contact. They're not going to call it at this point. 1:27 left. Leah Doherty Going coast to coast, lays it up underneath the basket, doesn't get it, but she'll head to the line. And you can tell by the way that they set that play up on that end there. As soon as McEwen came over the line, she had a screen waiting for her on the right or the left. It was almost take your pick. And she just went over to the bench talking to the coaches. I think that one of the assistants probably just explained to her, hey, look, this is why you're still in the game.
Yeah.
You're 2 points away from the tournament record, which, again, was just said earlier.
I think they're telling her to shoot. She could have pulled up and shot a nice little jump shot there on that one and didn't do it. She unselfishly passed off to a good assist.
Okay, let's see if she can get this record now. 1:16 to go. There's the three ball up in the air. Misses the shot. Everybody holding their breath now. Pass down low. And
she's going to get another chance.
Marika Jansen, who's getting her first action of the night, saw McEwen coming, and McEwen almost fouled her. Again, if she fouls, that's 5. So
yeah,
she does have to worry about that if she can't get this basket. Let's see what McEwen can do here right now. And again, you can just see Walla setting her up for the 3. There it is in the air.
Oh.
Everybody now knows what's going on. She's going to yet take another 3, or will she?
Sure, she will.
She wants it now. She knows that record's in sight. There it is! 3 attempts, and she's yet to make one. A lot of contact there.
Under pressure, she's not making, but she's sure trying them.
Everybody knows what's at stake right now. 45 points, and she's looking for a record. Foul is going to be called on number 32, Sydney Bishop, her 4th foul. Guess who has the ball? Walla. McEwen getting double teamed. She's now underneath the hoop. They're setting up a play for her right here. Open look 3 gets blocked by Doherty.
Good.
4 3-point attempts for the record, and she's come up short all 4 times so far. Let's see if they can get the ball back. 32 seconds to go. Down low, kick it out. Bishop's going to put up a 3. Misses it. Ball bounces around. Big Bend gets the ball on a possession arrow. So Big Bend, if they wanted, could dribble out this clock.
They could. A valiant effort there from McEwen to get that record, but
and hey, give her teammates a lot of credit. They want her to get that record at this point. Shot is up, and Marika Jansen gets her first 2 points of the night. She only trails McEwen by 43 right now, and let's see what McEwen can do here right now. 14 seconds left. Normally this is where you would dribble out the clock, but I think they know she wants that record. Here it is!
No.
Misses it again. That's her 5th attempt. They try to save it back in. McEwen's got the ball. 3 seconds, 2, 1!
Oh,
are you kidding? The game is over. McEwen could not get the record, but it was not for lack of trying. Everybody wanting her to get it.
Oh, man, that was some game to watch.
We needed some drama at the end, and we got it. But, hey, why not? Sierra Jo McEwen, what a night. Have yourself a game. 45 points. More importantly, your team gets the 92-64 victory. The Walla Warriors are heading to the championship game of the NWAC. They will take on the Umpqua Riverhawks tomorrow night. Again, starting time scheduled to be right around 5:15, and what a game that should be.
Should be a great game tomorrow night. I'm going to be tuned in to watch that.